Okay, so we're going to start. I'm going to start. I told all of you on a lot of my posts that I have had the aim and the intention of showing my life from my point of view out here, living out of the car, and what I'm going through from not only my point of view, but from the point of view of myself having ME-CFS. So this is kind of a practice video, and I may use it, upload it, and it may be something that may be worth while for everybody to see, or I may just get rid of it. So if it doesn't work out the way I thought, but I will learn from this particular first video and then go ahead and make different kinds of fixes on the next one so that it kind of turns out a little bit better. So to begin with, what you're seeing here is a point of view out of my coat pocket, and how I'm doing that is, many of you maybe remember about 6 weeks ago, I got a it was in I'm trying to think of how to describe it. It was supposed to be what is a suction cup phone holder, smartphone holder. I got it at Best Buy, and I was using that suction cup with a extended arm, and then this cradle was sitting on top of it, and the cradle that snapped into place on that arm was what I could use to move it around, to move the phone around and then keep it in different positions so I could sit down and look at it and read things and study things and even write things, and it wasn't as taxing on my shoulders and head as near as taxing as it was or could have been, or what sorry, I'm tired, so, and I'll talk about that a little bit, but I'm not getting, it's better than holding the phone, because I have difficulty holding things in any sustained manner, especially if it's more than a pound, and most phones are close to or more than a pound, and it was causing me a great deal of difficulty having to hang on to the phone to do any surfing of the internet, writing, etc. Even if I had to lay it on a flat surface, I had to keep picking it up, pushing the buttons, and moving things around in it. And this makes it a lot more easy to do that with. And so I can put it on a table, and I can look at it, pivot it around. And I explained that in that post back in February. What I've done is, because I first I'm trying to figure out ways to do this, where I'll be able to walk around and talk and give you this point of view video. What I've done is I have I've taken the actual snap-on portion of that phone holder, the actual phone holder itself, and I've fitted one of my phones into that, and then I've slid that halfway into my pocket. So you probably see my hand in front of it there as I'm talking, and maybe I'm talking too much with my hand in front of it. I'll pull it away. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing, and that's what I feel is going to work the best here, and I'm testing it out right now. And basically, this will serve as almost a point of view sort of video movement with me, because it would be devastating to me for me to walk around holding the phone everywhere I go for minutes to possibly hours in a day to capture what's going on. The best thing to do is for it to be in my jacket like this. So as we go along, I'm going to be narrating while that point of view is facing outward, the way that you'd be seeing through my eyes. And the way it looks right now, well, what you're seeing here, of course, is my dashboard, my vehicle. You get a little bit of the idea of the stuff that's cluttered in the front here. These are my quilts and blankets that have saved me from freezing the entire winter, along with many of your generous donations. Not all of you, but many of you, sending me enough money to keep the gas in the car so that I can run it during various portions of the night while it's 15 below zero, and I could feel the biting cold. I was referring to, so as I'm looking around here, and I think I can pivot a little bit. My gloves are up on the pillow there. There's some garbage next to me. My garbage is in the front seat. I got a bag here where I carry all my stuff, and all of my computer stuff and phone stuff, and headphones and things like that. And my phone charger, phone bank, or battery charger, whatever you want to call it. My new cup, I take that everywhere with me that I can anyway. And stainless steel keeps cold or warm pretty efficiently, depending upon what my needs are for the day. And then I was talking about where we are right now here tonight, and we're losing daylight. It's not fast, but it's after 7, so we're going to start losing the ability to really do a good video here probably in the next 20-25 minutes. I was mentioning to you a few moments ago about kind of stuttering or hesitating on the camera. And many of you it may not even seem like anything abnormal to you, but to me it is, because I do usually talk faster than this, at least up to the time that I became ill. I was never really hesitated a lot when I talked, and it was never something where I had to at times pause in the middle of sentences, or even between ideas, or stumble over words, or try to figure out how to pronounce something or enunciate it, because it never was a problem. But if you don't think that I'm going slower than you maybe would think that I would talk, or maybe a normal person would, I want you to listen very carefully, and I hope the video picks this up. You hear my pauses. You hear kind of me a little stubborn. See, there you go. Now I just stuttered with my lips, as if my lips are frozen. That word just kind of puttered out of me. So that's one thing. And then the pauses of the sentences, the pauses between words, and you hear at various times, you may hear me taking deep breaths between words, sentences, in those pauses as well, as if somehow I'm stressed, or I am struggling with something else on my mind, or there's some other thing out there distracting me. And none of that's the case. It is actually my level of energy. And as I'm talking to you on the video, and as this happens in conversation with anybody or anything, I literally am feeling the energy in my body sort of deplete. And so as we do videos, it's going to be dependent upon my energy level and how much I can stand, and how I feel that day, how many I would do, how long I make the videos, how long I talk. This being a test video, and being what it is, I probably, in the way I'm feeling right now, I'm probably going to shut this video down within 5 minutes, because it's starting to tax me just talking. So my intention with this video was maybe to get out of the car and walk around and sort of show you how I ambulate, and how that looks when I'm walking. There are a lot of people around here right now, so I just would feel kind of strange walking around with a phone in my pocket talking to myself. Although when people see the phone, they may understand that I'm doing a video, which is fine, and I think that would be best case scenario. I would just feel funny walking around with it. I guess it wouldn't be any different if I had an actual camera on my shoulder and I was filming a documentary and I was talking. So It's maybe just something I just need to get used to. Our issue, our biggest issue tonight. I'm just going to check the phone to see if it's still running, so I'm not talking to myself. Just a minute here. That may have been dark, and it may not have been filming, which is strange because I thought it would. I thought the camera would keep going. Maybe it's just getting too dark for me to see. Not enough light. See, now there's light now. Turn it this way. There's still light. If I go down like this, it looks like it goes dark. If I pull it forward, do I get a picture? Well, that sucks. It didn't originally go dark. Well, this is where we got to look at the logistics of this whole thing. So today, of course, Governor Evers put the ban on restaurants and bars. So I don't have any place really to go and sit comfortably and stay warm. So I'm going to do a lot of things in my car. As long as festival food stays where it is at 24 hours, I'm going to have some ability to go in there and talk on my camera and hang out there. What I'll probably have to do is, what I will be doing is going and plugging my phone or my devices in to charge them in the handicap zone where all the electric carts are sitting, the courtesy carts are sitting, because I don't have any other place, and that'll probably be where I will sit a lot, because I won't have any real place to go to sit down, because all the chairs and tables are gone, and the benches are hard on me. I mean, I can sit on them for a little while, but eventually I'm going to need something where I can sit down and actually place my phone or my smartphones down on a surface, or hook them up somewhere or something, kind of like this. So there's my parking sticker. That's the one I've been, one of the only real pieces of cooperation that I've had from any physician in the last 4 years in regard to ME-CFS. And that actually has been from a physician that I had, well, a provider. She was an NP that took care of me for a couple of years at a local clinic here. And she wasn't the one who diagnosed me, but she was more supportive and understanding than, generally speaking, than the one that did diagnose me, in the sense that she understood how much it devastated me, and so she gave me this parking sticker back in 2018, first temporarily in April, and then when I realized in November of 2018 that long before the November of 2018 that I was going to be dealing with something that I would term otherworldly, and as far as a medical condition goes, or very serious for me. She gave me this permanent that lasts until November 22nd. This parking sticker has saved me from a great deal of exhaustion and a great deal of logistical and objective nightmares in regard to parking and being able to go not too far away from buildings that it is not that I would actually, it would literally wipe me out. So I honestly am one of the most, I'm despite all the crap, rejection and treatment from medical centers and doctors and poor handling and social and bad experiences socially with me from employers and people that around me. This actually has been one of the things that I'm actually have I feel grateful for, or actually has been, a godsend that she filled out the paperwork for this, and I was able to obtain it when I did, because she retired about, it's been 2 years ago now, I believe, 2 years ago. Yeah, she retired 2 years ago and left the area, so I don't have her services anymore. If I had, she probably would have been more than willing to fill out the disability, the housing disability paperwork that I would have needed from the local city authority, housing authority, to get me into disabled housing, and I wouldn't be in this situation. But at least I was able to get the parking pass from her, and that saved me a lot of headache. And that's loosely speaking. As we go in more and more videos and talk more, and I show more about myself and my life here, because it is getting dark out, and it's getting harder and harder to see through the video. I am going to explain more about what I go through every day, and how many literally logistical nightmares I have to go through to live out here and deal with as I go through the day, and try to manage my ME-CFS and keep myself from being completely pulled under by it, to the point where my body no longer works and I'm just stranded and I can't do anything. And nobody would have an answer for me. And I refuse to put myself in that position. But I will show you how I maneuver through all of this, and all the things that frustrate me and challenge me and cause difficulty for me every day. And I think for the most part, so where I am here, I'm on the west side of Eau Claire. I got a few businesses that are actually, let's say they're open. They're not supposed to be, because they're restaurants. That's not a very good look for me. I mean, it's very fuzzy out there, so I don't know if it's just my camera or just the way the videos take pictures here. Oh, I can actually, well, that's not doing any good either. It doesn't matter. I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble. I don't care what happens. I just made the remark. And over here, this is right around, so this is Festival Foods, where I'm hanging out right now. I don't want to give anything away too much, but just giving you a kind of a setup here. And you see the lights are coming on. And I'm hesitating because I think I'm running out of things to talk about right now. But if my health is permitting and I feel up to it tomorrow, and I can get this pocket issue fixed with the lighting and the video going dark, I'm going to find out. We're going to be starting with showing how I get along from the start of the day, and cleaning myself up and other things. So, and then what I deal with from there. So I am going 5 minutes over, and this is sort of like I'm rambling here, because again, this is a test video, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what it is. If there's anything else that I need to talk about other than what I've dealt with so far, and at this point, I think we're good. I've been able to at least get a sort of layout for you, exactly what it is that I'm going to be doing with these videos. So just a moment here. Now it went dark again, which finding that a bit disappointing. I may need to adjust my point of view around. I think I need to yes, I do. I think I need to switch my point of view around to selfie mode before I make the video. Anyway, so that's probably what I'll be doing. And we will talk again. Hopefully, if not, hopefully tomorrow. If not, then maybe Thursday likely. Thank you.